presenting communism.
And I hope you're VPNing in as well. You're doing a good VPN.
Yeah, of course.
I think we have 40 minutes on Zoom for free. We have to figure this shit out.
Yeah, but we can do another meeting after 45 minutes. That's the goal.
What the fuck? They charge by the? It's like a gas tank.
They don't charge. They just give you 45 minutes free, and then if you want another 45 minutes, you got to start another meeting. So this is that's the future.
That's what we'll do.
I can't drink and smoke with this mask on.
Do you guys see Ghost on the monitor?
Ghost?
Yeah. I see Ghost. Who's Ghost?
We need to remove him because there's a way to remove it. Hold on. How do you remove this asshole?
Who is it?
Participants, Ghost.
Ghost is my computer, which is recording everything. So I just need to get him out. I don't want to see him, but.
Oh, you just want to close you don't want to display his face. Right?
Yeah.
Well, you're the moderator, so.
Why am I up top? Am I up top for you guys?
No, I'm up top for me. So.
That would make sense then.
Oh,
okay, I found it. I found it.
Okay.
You shouldn't see him anymore.
I'm already stripping, guys. You guys haven't tipped me anything. I haven't got anything in my PayPal, and I'm already taking clothes off.
So yeah, let's. We gotta have a moderator. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Fabio, and he's gonna. We have to send him our introductions, our intros. You know, how do you want to be introduced?
Well, how are we gonna? We can't do introductions. I mean, what are you gonna do at every episode?
No, but at least for the first one, you can say, you know, like, hey, this is Charles Poole, you know, literary champion, you know, winner of the Pulitzer Prize, you know, and.
Well, this is the prequel. This is actually the prequel.
So everybody already know us, and we're just like jumping right in. Is that it?
We know each other, so we can jump right into it.
The content we're delivering, it doesn't matter.
You got to be bold. So yeah, we were talking. We were touching some political subjects right before you got in. While we were playing Rocket League. Actually, it's more than political, right?
I don't deal with politics.
It transcends.
Pro-life. As long as you're pro-life, I'm good. Just kidding.
What's for dinner, Ezekiel?
I'll show you. I'll show you in a minute.
Louis, what was that shit in your oven?
Fish.
Oh shit! Hot damn, we love some fish down here in Florida.
Yeah, so it's almost burnt, but you know, that's how we like it.
Fuck yeah, bro! Are those Apple iPods in your fucking AirPods in your ears?
Yeah, from work.
Man, so you can hear us good right now, dude. I gotta do that. I have some beats. I can put in.
Yeah, that's you know, let's get some sponsorship from Apple. Beats.
Fuck Apple, bro. If they sponsor me, man. Now, you know what? I'll take their money. I'll take that back. I'll take their money.
Yeah, of course you'll take their money. Everybody wants Apple money.
Guys, I'm going to do a little magic trick.
All right. Go.
We should buy stocks after this COVID shit. I'm like, how dare you want to profit off this shit? You want to profit off people dying and sick in the street? And what you're thinking about is stocks? You piece of shit. Dude, you should make it big in this world, bro. You should be rich in no time, Fabio, with that type of attitude and mentality. Bro, people need to be paying you. You know what I mean? You can't think like that for free. You know?
You lost me, I will admit. I need to figure a place to put this better than where I'm at right now.
Bro, you have a holster? Look, I have two hands right now. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to do this.
Look at this. No hands. I'm holding it with my dick.
Oh, you're right. The thing.
And it's charging it. And it's charging it simultaneously. See, now, well, I'm gonna aim my bar low. I'm not gonna go for Apple. I'm gonna go for a brand called UTech that made my charging stand. I'm sure it's a Taiwanese company.
Yeah.
Dude, I love your hair, bro. Holy shit.
Right.
You look like
it just happened.
You look like like one of those K-pop stars, dude.
Nice.
Shit, that's dirty. Let me change that. It's still dirty.
Dude, I bet
say that word.
Dude, I bet you're drowning in pussy with that fucking hairdo, dude.
No, man.
My man, I'm gonna have to throw you a life preserver. I'm gonna have to save you from that pussy.
Look at this. Look at this.
Holy shit. Argente, what is that? Clams?
Is that snails?
No, what's it called, Fabio?
Clams?
Snails, yeah.
Snails? What kind of French shit is that? Y'all eat snails?
Yeah, man.
Y'all eat snails?
I've never done
that. Is that some? Hey, will that get you pussy?
Well, slow pussy.
I already got it.
He says slow pussy, bro. That's a good joke, man. You be a good comedian. Hey, what kind of snails do y'all eat, man? I'm about to look this up. I've never heard of eating snails.
Really? It's like super French popular.
Snails.
Isn't that a French thing, like from France?
Yeah, of course. Let's do some.
Yeah, that's from France.
Some of that oil.
It says escargot. Is that escargot?
Yes, that's escargot.
Escargot, my cargo.
So is that escargot? Is that escargot?
Yes, it is escargot.
I thought escargot was fish eggs.
No, that's caviar. That's caviar. Sumun.
Oh shit, bro! Look, that's how fucked up. That's how American I am, bro. I don't even know what the fuck escargot is, dude.
I like your shades, Austin.
Hey, these are actually I got these from the job site, the construction site. They're indoor outdoor, so they don't actually block the sun, but you can't see my eyes outside. It's fucking awesome. I was high all day on the job site with these, bro. And they got foam on the inside, so particles can't fall in from the top.
COVID.
Yeah, so I wear these so it protects against the spit particles. And then I went to put them out. Dude, I went into fucking Publix today looking like a fucking zombie, bro. I had the bandana on. I had garden gloves on. I don't even have real gloves, so I had to use garden gloves.
So I'm going to go for a quick break, and I'll be back after I get that snail pussy. So I'll be right back.
Or go. Dude, that's some shit. Bro, I love this dude, bro.
I'll be right back. See you in a minute.
Okay. Ciao. Ezekiel. Ghost is still there. How do I get rid of Ghost?
I hid him from everybody, so you shouldn't see him anymore.
I still see him, bro. You call me a liar?
On your phone, click on the screen, then go to more at the bottom right. And then click on meeting settings. You're in there?
Yeah, I don't have that. I have disconnect audio, raise hand, non-video participants.
Yeah, there you go.
Bam.
Kaplow.
Kaplow.
So,
You can't leave us like that, Louis.
The prequel. I'm missing a little beard spot right here somewhere.
Yeah, I got patchy beard, bro. Patchy beard.
Look at this hole right here.
You shaved it by mistake?
No.
What? I do that shit all the time. I can never get the line right.
No, it's just a beard hole.
Bro, you better watch how you say that shit, because that didn't sound right.
A beard hole, beard hole, beard hole.
You want to see what's going on in Chatterbait right now?
You can't project that on. It's
It's protected. Hey, are they gonna get on us about fucking copyright and shit? Can we not play songs? Oh, if you want to put it on YouTube, you can't put any songs or anything. I know that because I watch.
It's just gonna be our little. I'm gonna archive them first, and then we'll see if we really.
I'm not doing this shit unless you upload them, all right? Because I got people waiting to watch this. I got people drooling. They said, "You got content?" I said, "Yeah, it's coming." They said, "Bro, I need it now."
We probably should have topics, though. That's not a bad idea, right?
You guys talk while I watch some Chatterbait, all right?
That's the topic.
Damn, bro. There's like boyfriend and girlfriends on here every night. I notice, dude.
You think they make money?
Imagine if you had a girlfriend and said, "Hey, babe, will you try this out with me?"
Yeah, that'd be weird. Do you think they make money?
I hope they make money. Why the fuck else are they doing it?
I think it could be a good passive source, not a passive, but an extra source of income.
Dude, she's got a nice ass, dude. Can I send you this real quick?
Officially, no.
Okay, so unofficially, I'm gonna send this to somebody I don't know.
Hey, why don't you get on there, bro? I'll fucking buy some tokens. I'll throw some tokens your way.
By myself?
I don't
Dude,
think
no.
Kevin
When I
would
tell you no
participate.
one wants to see that, bro, no, I'll show you if you want. See it once.
I'm getting nervous.
You only want to see it once, bro. Bro, this girl's butt is pretty fucking nice, though, dude. I hate that script underneath
this episode is only going to be available for the Patreon.
She just took her butt away, so now it's worth nothing. I'm going to delete this now.
So, what do you want to talk about once he comes back?
Oh my god, dude. I got to stop watching this, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Right now.
What the fuck? It's nice. What's wrong with this?
Because we're doing something.
Well, I need something to distract me so we don't have like moments of,
no, we need to have those talks we were having while we were playing Rocket League.
5 years old and you have fucking Visine. What are you afraid of? See, this is the conformity shit I was talking about. This is the shit. Oh, no one can see my eyes. No one can know that I do the dirty little thing, the dirty little secret. I want to be vulnerable, bro. If I'm high, I want everybody to know it, bro. I want everybody to smell it. I want you to know it. When I walk in the room, I want you to be like, damn, bro.
But that's always. It's always.
Dude, I had that problem at work. So on this job site, it was a lot of people that come in all at once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was too many people. There was about 200 people during the day and about 150 at night, right?
Like workers.
Yeah. For just for this one contractor.
Okay.
Okay. So they made a parking lot off site. They couldn't do it. They didn't have enough space to do it on site.
Okay.
So they cleared out a field off site. And you had to drive and park there. And then they would pick you up on school buses that they had bought. And they'd drive you into the plant. Right? Bro, every morning, bro, after like the first month, bro, people were just like every morning, bro. Someone smells like weed, like really loud on the bus. It was always us. Because it was like an hour drive and I was with 3 dudes.
So it was always you.
We would just smoke the whole way there.
Oh, with the other people too?
Yeah, well, no, I knew the guys. The guys got me the job. I knew them outside of work.
Okay, good. Okay, nice.
So we would have like 4 or 5 J's rolled up.
What do you think is it that gets you to smoke every day? What would be the symptoms if you didn't?
Here we go, Dr. fucking Drew over here. What do you think that gets you to smoke every day? I drink coffee every day too. Why aren't you asking about that? Hey, I like to drink water on a regular basis.
Okay, those are interesting points.
Why don't you ask me about my coffee? I'm addicted to.
Do you prefer dark roast or medium roast for coffee?
Definitely light. The lightest, the better, in my opinion, dude. Because I'm looking for that. I'm looking for that buzz. I'm looking for that buzz. You know what I mean? I'm not looking for any of this flavor notes. I don't need any of that, dude. I don't want like a nice chocolate note on that. No, I want fucking drugs. I want drugs in my cup. You know what I mean?
I was just trying to get an insight from, someone who's a pot veteran. I consider a pot veteran. What is it that gets people to, pick up on the habit and know that it's a good thing versus?
Well, it's a mind-altering substance. I think that us ape minds are ape-like tendencies. We like to have altered states of consciousness. And weed is a great way to get that with very little cost. There's no downside to it as far as I can see. I mean, besides smoke in your lungs, obviously that's not good. But I mean, who the fuck cares? You know, I mean.
Would you switch to a vaporizer if you were given a chance?
That's worse. I think that's going to come out pretty soon that technology is failed.
No, not the e-pens, not the juice. I'm talking about just putting the dry herb into an oven-like thing where it heats at a certain temperature.
Yeah, man, I might be into that if I was like a Silicon Valley bro, and I had like tons of time and money to have like glass rigs and like torches laying around and shit like that. There's a lot of investments to that which I don't really get into, man. I like to keep it simple, man. Look,
I think you buy something like this. There's nothing. There's no torches.
Oh, that's a PAX, dude. You have a PAX?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Of course.
What the fuck, bro? I bought one of those when they were fucking hot, like brand new. Bro, my shit broke within like fucking 15 minutes, right? And then I bought another one, right? I'm a fucking idiot. Then I bought another one. It broke because the first gen had the tip went down into it, right? And you had to pop it up to turn it on. That's how you turn it on. It has no buttons. It's trying to be like an iPhone, right? So
this one too.
Yeah. That one they fixed that on that one because the tip's always up now. Before the tip was down in there and you had to click it and the tip would come up, right? That shit did not work, dude. After about an eighth of weed, an eighth of flower, it was stuck. I could not get it out. I tried everything, bro.
They must have fixed that issue because I don't see the issue anymore. I mean, I don't see the issue on this one.
Hear what I fucking said? The tip doesn't move. It's stuck now, right?
Well, no, because when you press it, you do feel a thing going in and out. You don't see it, but you feel it inside.
No, listen. On the first model, that tip was recessed all the time until you wanted to turn it on. The tip would come out. You'd have to press it.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked.
That's what I mean. They fixed it obviously by bypassing that whole function with yours. You know what I mean?
This is the third one, yeah.
But the thing is about those is you got to clean them out so fucking much, dude. Fuck
yeah,
that.
I know. I think I'm due now. And I notice depending on the temperature, when I take it out, it's like a dark brownish.
I had to clean mine out like every gram, dude. Like literally every gram. I'd have to ream that shit out, bro.
Not here.
I liked it. Besides the fact that it didn't work, I kind of liked the action of it. You know what I mean? Like I got high and shit.
Right.
But man, really, that's kind of smoky too, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, you're not really fooling nobody with that. Oh, this is safe because it's vapor.
Yeah, I know. It's just that you don't get the ashes, so you're not burning it in a high temperature, but high enough to burn it. I mean,
there's still carcinogens. There's still all that shit. I just don't believe it.
So benzene is like the most common one that you get after like 380 Fahrenheit. And I put mine to 400. So yeah, I definitely did that.
It's pretty clear that the best way to do it is with edibles. I mean, if health-wise, but
yeah, I think so. But pills are bullshit. I bought the pills at the store and it takes a while. It's inconsistent. Like if you want to get a buzz
hold on. What's the dosage? Tell me the dosage.
That's the thing on the bottle. It was written. I don't have the bottle anymore.
You don't have a ballpark? Was it under 100? What are we talking about?
No, we're talking about like 10. I think they had 7 milligrams, 10 milligrams, and like 50.
Bro, if you take a 10 milligram and you expect something to happen, I'm sorry, bro. If you've ever smoked weed in your life, at 10, you are already tolerant to fucking 10 milligrams, dude. Dude, that guy.
But you know what I mean? You know what I mean with edibles, right? You know how if you eat a brownie, you're not going to expect results for at least another hour.
Bro, but that Joey Diaz guy, he will take 1,000 milligram fucking brownie, bro.
Yeah, that guy. I love that guy.
And he's like 60 fucking years old. So don't give me this shit that it don't work, bro. It fucking works. Trust me.
I'm saying that you need to be in tune with, is it after your meal, before your meal? It's going to add more time to when it kicks in. That if you just want to hit a bong,
if you're fucking around with nickels and dimes, yeah. If you're fucking around with pennies, yeah.
What you mean? You think that 100 milligrams is going to kick in faster? No, it still has to go through your digestive.
Oh, so your problem is with timing?
Yeah, because I'm going to get ready. I'm going to get high in an hour, then you got to take it. But if you want to get high now, you need to smoke. That's the only way.
Yeah, I mean, but usually I want to get high all day, so I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I just take an edible and just be like, all right, I'm high now. or I will be.
That's one of the pros of when I got this. One of the selling points was that they said you don't throw away what you use, you put it in a jar and then you use it for edibles. But I haven't
Yeah, I
done
read that too. I read that too. I don't know about that.
that. Yeah.
I just don't know, man. I don't know. I never tried it, and I probably never will.
I like
So
this.
listen, you
We're
want to talk about the tower?
immortalizing.
You want
I'm
to talk about the
keeping these
Tower of Babel?
videos. I'm
Say what?
keeping these videos.
What?
I'm keeping these videos, by the way.
You better, bro. Are they gonna have audio?
I hope so. Because I had to turn on down my speaker of mine because I was hearing double. You see me up here? You see me?
That's a school photo. That's a school photo, right? Hey, you know who's online right now?
Ooh.
Oh, I remember that photo. Fuck out of here.
Who's online?
Trying to find this fucking Tower of Babel shit, Spaceship of Babel.
You ever listen to lo-fi hip hop beats?
I listened to those little fucking 24/7 mixes on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I do that when I'm doing something around the house, like cleaning. I'd like to make those at sometime. Like the beats.
I would love to. You got into that recently, right? Like a year ago or two. You were asking about Ableton. And all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, I gotta get back into that. I
That shit
sold
would be dope.
my keyboard. I gotta get another one.
Oh, we got
I'm
a
back,
special guest. Came in through the
back.
back door.
Good afternoon, everybody. Or should I
Hola.
say,
Good afternoon.
Welcome back.
Hey. So,
Were
yeah.
the snails any good?
Oh, the snails were delicious, man. I would have added a bit of lime just for the taste, but they were perfect. Cooked to the perfection.
You slurp them out?
No. Nah, you take like a little fork with only two things, yeah, whatever. And then you get in there. So so what are you guys talking about? What's happening?
We're talking about El Salvador.
Oh, okay. What do you guys want to know? What are you guys saying about El Salvador?
Apparently in the 60s, the CIA had an operation where they were dosing people with syphilis, gonorrhea, in your hospitals.
That's where I got that, eh? That's where I got that. So yeah, maybe
They wanted to see what the implement if they could use it for like chemical warfare.
But you know they did the same thing in the US, right? In their own US, in the poorer boroughs of what's it called? I don't remember where it is, but look it up. You'll find it. You'll find it.
Ain't that really fucked up?
We also threw in a couple politicians in there too.
Isn't that really fucked up? Because in the end, it was just a group of people that, in the end were like, yeah, the US government did this and that. But in the end, it was individuals, which
I said CIA. I said CIA. I didn't say US government.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go back on the tape. I'll verify that. But CIA, whatever. And then, at the end, it's just some couple of assholes like, hey,
wait. You don't think the CIA is a small enough definition there? You want it to be? It's too broad for you?
I just know that in the end, it's individuals.
You think too many innocent people will be taken out by that fraudulent claim made that the CIA does horrible things across the world? You think a lot of innocent people are going to go down for that? I mean, shame on me.
I don't.
You can't go after them.
I just hate when people, you know, they use an entity, but it's fucked up because it's just individuals and behind everything. Like, oh, fucking assholes. You know what I mean? Like, it's always, you know, some.
Yeah, but
fucking...
I'm not fucking just shooting off the cuff here, man. I'm fucking talking about the CIA. I didn't say our government. I didn't say Donald Trump.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm not attacking you. I just mean, like, you know, there's fucking people behind that. When you say CIA, there's somebody that fucking greenlight that shit. Yeah, let's throw syphilis on them or whatever. You know, maybe it's more complex than that. Somebody
Bro,
has
you
to
should
say
look
that.
up. But seriously though, I feel what you're saying, man. I really do. But like earlier, man. I don't want to feel like I'm beating up on you, man. But this that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
But let's dig into what Fabio was saying. Let's dig into that for a minute. Just have something to say about that. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm here.
He left again?
No. I'm here.
Hey, look.
Can you hear me?
Look.
Can you hear me?
Listen to this real quick. While we're protecting the CIA, there's something here called. You ever hear of Operation Northwoods? Right now, let me tell you something. The shit that I brought up so far, it's not a conspiracy theory. The CIA absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely. Operation Northwoods was a proposed false flag operation against the Cuban government that originated within the U.S. Department of Defense and the Joint Chief of Staff of the United States of America in 1962. What Operation Northwoods was going to do, they were going to down a civilian aircraft and blame it on Cuba. They were going to do it and blame it on Cuba.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Now, I'm sorry for attacking the CIA. I should really tune in my weapon there and make sure I get the people that actually did this horrible shit.
That's not what I was saying. Why do you keep going back on that? I'm just saying that it's fucked up how in the end it's a motherfucking individual that's, you know, said go, like green light.
That's exactly
the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the Department of Defense. I don't know, man. It just sounds like there's too many things happening there for it to be like one person.
No, it's definitely not one person. But what I'm saying is at the end of the day, it boils down to like people, right? Individuals that are just crazy up here or whatever it is, power tripping. But it's fucked up because it's, oh, the US did this, the US did that. Yeah, but in the end, it's fucking people, man.
Yeah.
Maybe,
but I don't think about it. But think about it. It's just like doctors, okay? Because you get to a point where you get a lot of knowledge, okay? And you realize that most of the people don't know what's going on, or they just like, you know, they see things. You see people die. So in the end, you know, every day you see people die, and so at some point, it becomes less dramatic, and it's the same thing about being in the army, killing people and doing stuff like that. It desensitizes you against, you know, human feelings or things that, you know, for me and you would be normal. So now they just think that, you know, for them trying something on a human is worth it because it would save thousands of lives, even if it costs one. So that's the same.
That's the problem, though. That's the problem. They're not. If it was. Oh, what's going on? Where is it?
You're in a fucking grocery store? Oh no, the meeting is the meeting's reached the time limit.
I'm here.
Hey, bro. Hey, Ezekiel.
What?
You gotta wear a mask in a store.
Why?
I heard it lingers.
Yeah, I know. It's called micro
Don't leave your house.
Micro droplets.
Bro, I need some micro droplets.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go with this.
You in the whole garden?
Oh yeah, Brava.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, but this is warm. So let me get a cold one.
Bro.
Dale's Pale Ale. Is that from like the restaurant beer?
It's from Colorado. I don't know.
Damn, nice. Boulder.
But this makes you think though, if they were going to do false flag operations in the 60s, what do you think about 40 years later they fucking tried something out in the World Trade Center, you know?
Well, they had a written document about flying a plane into the World Trade before it happened.
Sounds pretty interesting to me, man.
Yeah, I think that debate is over. Like I feel like we kind of know. I don't know. Fucked up. How do we check the time? Where's the time limit? Where
I
did you
just
see
said
that?
the time limit was already up. I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
Right.
Are you in a subway?
No, man, I'm in.
You're in the bodega.
That's what they call it over there, but here it's called the dipanneur.
La Panera?
Bodegas, dipanneur. Yeah, bodegas is like New York or Florida. Salut. Give me a minute.
No, in Florida we call them.
Je vais te prendre aussi un
7-Eleven.
Reese. Comme
No,
ça.
in Florida we call them haciendas.
Sur Débit. Merci. Merci, bye-bye.
There's something in my nose.
Yeah, I
No,
got a
no,
blow
not yet.
All right.
All right. So you were saying. So what are we saying? So yeah, I mean that shit happens all the time, man. It started with my man Ronald, not McDonald, but Ronald Reagan. We all know Ronald Reagan, right? He makes me think of Trump. You know, he's similar to Trump. You know why? The first
They're
point they have in common, they were both actors, right?
They weren't politicians. They were both actors.
Yeah, exactly. And
They were
you know,
they were both celebrities before they were politicians.
There you go. There you go. I mean, and what does that mean? I mean, it means they're actors. They're still acting. They're still doing whatever script they've been given. And you know, you can't prove that shit. And it's not even worth it to prove it. You know, it's you don't want to prove that. I mean, and everybody has their agenda.
I want to tap more on Fabio's point though about holding these individuals accountable instead of like the broader group or whatever. Like, what does it take to let someone do that, man? Like what if it was your job in the CIA and they were like, hey, Fabio, we have this special operation. We're going to promote you. Okay. You're going to get an extra $100,000 bonus. All you got to do is point this fucking anti-aircraft gun at this plane flying by,
Right.
Pull
the trigger, we'll be all right. We'll be on radio, everything will be good.
Yeah. It's a bunch of, it's a group of individuals. What I mean is, what I meant maybe.
Questions?
Huh?
Do you ask questions or you just do it?
I mean, in the military, you don't ask questions, right? You just do it.
Exactly.
What I mean is stuff like, I'm hearing it a lot on the news now, like, or even before you would hear it, like, France is allowing so and so, this and that to happen, but it ain't like the people living in France that are working day to day, paycheck to paycheck. They're like, we have no fucking say in that matter. Like, that's not France doing that. It's not us. It's a group of individuals that make the laws, that hold power in in the government, I guess.
Yeah,
right.
That's what it is.
That's what I mean.
That's what it is.
Like in the US, a lot of people badmouth the US. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even in Canada, a lot of my friends here.
Really?
A lot of my friends here say, US Americans
deserve this. We don't do anything to deserve this.
You take the fall for whatever the government does, buddy.
We just go around helping people. What are you talking about?
You take the fall for whatever Trump does.
Hey, just look at the Middle East. See what we've done there. It's beautiful.
You took the fall for whatever Obama did, or whatever Bush did. Yeah, they were all guilty. Everybody's guilty, man. Even us here in Canada.
I think we should have more of that. That last sentiment that he said is like, that's vulnerability right there. It's like he's willing to say, like, fuck this, everybody's guilty, Stop acting like, like someone in these positions, you want to pull the trigger, you know what I mean? Like how I was kind of fucking with you about the stock thing. I mean, honestly, that is a pretty hideous fucking reaction to have. But it's also, I would like to make some fucking money too. Like, right? So like what's the real problem here? I don't know. It's not easy. It's more complicated than our little minds like to think.
Because you're in a position of power. You're in a position that allows you to either help or not, you're in a position of power. That's what it is.
Yep.
But you're not in a position of power. You're a regular guy, and you were like, let's buy fucking Apple stock. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I still
You're in a position of power because you pay taxes every day, you know, because you make your country run, because you go to work, because you listen to their TV shows, you encourage their brands, you know, that's why you're in a position of power. All that is power, where you put your energy, your mind,
Yeah, but that's only power
power.
if you collectively do it, like in large amounts of people.
But it starts with one.
That's right. That's right, baby. Yeah, you got Bluetooth on too, bro? I didn't charge my shit. I'll charge my shit for next one. What's that? You got Reese's? Bro, put those in the fridge. Put those in the fridge real quick.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
That's the American way.
There you go.
Florida's too fucking hot. It just you know, it's gonna melt on your counter.
In Florida, if you had those in your pocket for 10 minutes, they'd be gone.
Okay. All right.
So what was that? Pravda? Where's that from? Is that Czech Republic?
No, this is not. This is Bex. Good old Bex.
Oh.
I decided to buy Bex. You like Bex, honey? You don't like Bex? Ah, man. It's like the best. Here you go.
The Bex.
I mean, everybody in Quebec should like Bex. That's it. Yeah.
I thought that was like a German beer.
Well, I'm back.
I thought Bex was a German beer.
It is. It's German. Can I zoom on my face? Can I zoom somehow?
Oh, you left. There you are.
Yeah.
Can I zoom in? Oh, dude, I can just look at you. That's crazy.
No, don't. I'm watching you right now. So that's cool.
You can make it so it shows whoever's talking, or you can make it show all three at once.
Holy shit, I fucked up, guys. Am I still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still there, but you froze. You frozen.
I can't bring it back. Oh, fuck.
Still froze.
I don't know this app. I fucked up, man. I put you on and now I fucked up.
You just swipe to the other side.
There we go. You're back. All right, we're in game now.
All right. So, what about any positive subjects?
I know I don't want to make it all gloom and doom, but I do want to touch on one thing before you came. I was trying to explain this concept that this guy that I learned from, and he calls it the DISC, okay? He calls it the Distributed Idea Suppression Complex, all right? And what it basically is that the institutions rely on a narrative that that you can't go against. Oh, I forgot. He's got headphones on. He can still hear.
Yeah, he can still hear.
Just it don't look good, but he can hear you.
He just fucking walked away. I was like, okay, that's it.
I'm still here.
Basically,
he just did a disc on you.
It's that thing that makes you feel weird when you want to bring something up and you can't, because socially, you know that it's not going to go well. You know.
Yeah.
I think we need to get rid of this. Yeah, we need to get rid of this if we're going to get anywhere as a society.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
You know, like we can't bring up, you know, everybody's virtue signaling now. I don't know if you guys are aware of that shit, but like, let me use the pandemic as an example. Like, everybody, dude, how many people on your fucking social media list was like, stay home, don't leave, stay home. Like, dude, like a mass hysteria of people like, I saw people at the beach. What the fuck? Stay home. And it's like, dude, are you fucking, we are staying home, motherfucker. You don't got to shame me into it. You know, it's like this weird thing. It's like you're saying something that you don't have to say. And I believe it's because they want everybody to know that, hey guys, look, I'm on the right team. Like, I'm okay. I'm not, don't come after me. I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that happens so much throughout our days that we don't even have, like, it's causing cognitive dissonance in me because I don't know what's real anymore.
Well, you know where that comes from, right? It's called divide and conquer. That's why it's so easy, because it makes you, you know, in groups, those that are for, those that are against, and you know they're lost. That's exactly it.
All right, I'm game with that, but my only problem with that is that doesn't apply to me though. Like, what the fuck is happening to me? Like, I don't give a fuck if they divide left and right and Republican and Democrat. I say fucking burn them all. I say if you identify as one or the other, you probably should be in a mental asylum right now. Like, well, I really do feel that way.
You're still part of that. You still become the third group that doesn't like the two that are in place. You know, that's the thing. So,
oh, why is my wireless charging paused? Hold on. What the fuck?
So you're still being separated or creating a, you know, your own construct.
Yeah, but so even though I'm aware of it, right? Like, why is my charging not working? Hold on, I'm having technical difficulties. It said wireless charging paused, and I have no idea. I have not touched it.
Hey, Ghost is back.
Ghost is back. We removed him.
So even though I'm a part of it, because I'm like I can see it from afar, like I'm not involved personally. Why am I still struggling with this then?
What do you mean? Repeat that.
I'm just asking, why am I still struggling with this fucking thing if I'm not involved in it? You know what I mean? Like, I have a fucking problem with it, man. I really do.
He just said you are involved. You just don't realize you're the third party.
You're part of the third group, which everybody is part of a third, fourth, fifth group. You know, in the end, you're part of all the groups when you embrace all of them and you understand them. Then you're not against them. You're just.
So you're a Buddhist.
I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a Buddhist either, but yeah.
I'm calling you a Buddhist.
You can call me a Buddhist because I love booty. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah.
No, bro, that's a very honorable path to take. I really appreciate that outlook.
But
you disappeared on the screen.
Yeah. I'm just trying to add your meeting from my PC so that I can share links and stuff.
No, don't share links.
You can share links on this? You should have told me that. It's over now. It's over now.
You're not supposed to share the links.
I'm not going to share links. I'm just going to show proof, you know, articles that prove my points. That's all. Okay, I have to do some research. And since we did no preparation to this, I'm going to have to do it while we're doing the podcast. By the way, where is it streamed at? Is anybody watching
it? That's the whole point. It's the prequel. There's no content right now. Just to get a feel of what people's thoughts are, what drives the conversation without topics. Yes, while he's looking up topics. Yes.
I'm not looking topics. I'm just gonna share screen with nice pictures. So yeah. So now a happy subject. What's good with the world?
Chatterbait is good with the world.
It's an economy on itself. I agree. It allows people to pay rent, and then they tell you, "Why are you talking? It doesn't pay my bills." You have to listen to them. They're full of wisdom.
What the fuck what did he just say? Wait.
I don't know.
Why are you still talking? You got to pay my bills?
Yeah, it doesn't pay my bills. That's what they say.
Bro, bills
right?
aren't real. I hate to tell you, bro, if you haven't worked in a month, bills are not real to you right now. That's all I got to say. There's a lot of people who haven't worked in a month, bro. And I got to tell you, bills are the last thing on their fucking mind right now.
Probably. It's
true. That makes sense. Especially if they're, everybody's been laid off.
Yeah.
Yep. Like, dude, I'm actually being forgiven for bills. Like, they sent me a letter in the mail saying I don't have to pay electricity till this whole shit's over.
Damn.
And my cell phone provider gave me extra hotspot a month for 2 months.
For Warzone.
Right.
I think we're losing Lewis here.
How is he gonna have that and a headset on? You got the Apple AirPods inside there?
Should we go on Discord and kill this audio on Zoom?
That will fuck up the transcription.
Probably.
Hey, I have a bit timing. Do you have a timer on it?
I don't have a timer. Do you?
Fuck.
Oh, wait. We can tell easily by looking at the clock.
Well, what time did we start?
It's at 8:05. So it's been about 50 minutes.
Nice, dude. Nice. We got our first podcast down, baby. Now, hey, after an hour, it's all free time from there. You know what I mean?
No, after the hour, it's this.
All right,
yes,
I'm already gonna start.
it's.
How are you gonna do this? I need to know because I need to do it too.
I'm gonna go outside. I guess that's the only way to do it.
You guys can't. Oh, you can take your cell phone.
Gonna continue.
Yeah, we could.
I'll continue the podcast from my car.
You can take your cell phone with you.
I'll only go if you go now. I'll go whenever you go. But it has been an hour. It has been an hour. So.
Bro, can we talk about why Mike Flake?
You can talk about what?
Why did Mike flake?
What?
Why did Mike flake out on us?
He's working till 10.
Bro, you say that, but so what? Your work is what you're doing right now. When you're working, you're literally in the same stance.
Yep.
That's what you call work.
To be on the phone. That's the problem.
Yeah, he gets.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be actually pretty interesting. We could comment on what he's going through in real time.
I think 4 people would be probably like the ultimate.
The max. It'd be the max for sure.
It'd be the max for sure.
You can't do more.
Yeah. I'm happy, bro. Mike sounds kind of like a poopy pants sometimes.
He's very stubborn. Like I told you, he's stubborn.
Hey, bro, listen, you call me an incel, bro, I get fucking mad, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Only if you identify to it.
What? Bitch, I told you why I didn't like it. I told you why. I told you I was insecure.
I'm just fucking with you.
I told you I was insecure.
Insecure. I'm insecure. Hey, hold on.
He's gonna
on a
call me
happy
a
note.
fucking. He's gonna call me incel.
We're Canadians.
He never even seen me at all ever in my life, and he's gonna call me a fucking incel. I wanted to fucking strangle him, bro. I wanted to be like grab him through the fucking monitor.
Can you talk about some? Oh, it's over. Nope, never mind. There's been somebody took over.
This is already.
So this is
I don't like this. Western Hemisphere.
So this is what we call the.
What is this? Is this who you work for?
No, man. This is something that existed in the 1946. You see, you know what happened in 1945 by any chance?
The World War II just ended, right?
Exactly. And what was the force during World War II in Germany? It was the actual, what's it called, the generals, all the military power. So what did they do when the World War finished? Is they sent all these these colonels and the people that knew military stuff, and they sent them here. Sent them to the South America.
Oh, yeah,
That's where they
founded
this school.
They love Argentina.
Yeah, but Argentina were only the people that were rich, that had money. But the military was sent everywhere else, and this was one of the places they were sent. You can recognize this symbol right here. This is like Nazi shit. So that's what they did. They sent all those Nazis to this place, and they started training a lot of people, and that's I mean. If you know exactly who was like alumni from here, you can see that they had like people that were very very cool. For example, what's his name there? Pinochet. He came out of this here. Yeah, that's so that's we got a lot of people here that Pinochet was one of the a lot of people from the Pinochet regime went to this school, so that they knew all the military ranks, and what's it called, the Germany, they ruled in Second World War because they knew one thing, they knew how to scare people. They knew how to get them, how to
Yeah, the
scare people
Colombian
so that
one.
Yeah, there was
yeah,
socialists. There was socialists. They actually had some pretty good ideas from what I read, man.
No,
I
no.
hate to say
Who
yeah,
was
that.
no, no, no,
socialist?
I hate to say that. Not the Nazis.
yeah, sort of,
No,
but
hey,
but
Hugo
what I'm
Boss
trying to say
designed their
is,
fucking uniforms too.
who Hugo Boss did uniforms
Yeah,
for
man.
Germany?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. But yeah, basically, so what I'm trying to say is that this school, what they taught to them people was to win, without war. And the way to win without war was to be as ruthless as possible. Was
Fear.
to be as to do kidnappings, torture, and murder, and make sure that everybody knew it, so that when you get to a place, they're scared of you already, and they don't even want to fight because they know how it's going to end. So they just surrender right away. So that's the greatest power of, you would say, Germany, because that's how they would take over places, because people would think that they were, satanist or whatever. They would do crazy shit. So that's the story of the School of Americas, man. I think this is and
I
these are all, yeah, they trained everybody, man. They trained everybody everywhere. Former leader of the Tonton Macoute. I don't know if you know who the Tonton Macoute are, but and even here, man, you go Mexico, you have the co-founder of Los Zetas cartel. All these places, man, that are now in power in South America. They've all been trained by U.S. And it's not even, I'm not inventing this. This is
No,
Wikipedia.
no. Yeah, dude, no,
It,
dude, we've been putting dictators in place in power in almost all the countries, dude. All the ones in Central America for sure. And then if you go down into South America, dude, what we did in Venezuela last year, dude. Are you
right,
fucking
right.
kidding?
Yeah, Venezuela's right in here somewhere. There you go. They're all here, man. It's and it's fine. Attended psychological operation courses. What the hell is this, man? This is crazy. This is an
psyops.
operation to convey selected information and indicators to audiences. That's what I was saying earlier, or the other day. Anyways, never mind. So
What
that's
you're saying is
that's
we're losing the fight.
yes. Well, yes and no. Because there's people everywhere that they're going for good, and
What
they're
fight?
just
There is no fight. No one's fighting, bro. No
yeah,
one's
man. Oh
fighting.
No.
shit. You see, man, that's me, man. That's
Who's
me, man.
fighting? No, no, no. I appreciate the narrative, and honestly, I think that the shared type of outlook isn't benign, isn't like stuck here. It's all over the place. Like we could have this conversation with other people, but are they willing to fucking have it? That's the problem. The gated institutional narrative won't let us talk about this. They figured out a way to make this taboo. They figured out a way that if I bring this shit up, I'm a fucking weirdo. You know what I
And,
mean?
and that's what you think of me right now for bringing this up, maybe. But in the
I
end, I
don't.
don't
No,
think.
I don't. But I'm just saying like it makes it feel that way. I don't think it is that way like in person. Like our internet and our internet personas, yes, maybe like if I had read that from you on a feed, I might think, all right, this guy might be a little nuts. But if we were talking in person like this, and you tell me this shit, and half the shit I'm already keen to, right? And it like I
Right.
called out Argentina as soon as you started talking about this shit because all the fucking high ranked Nazis went to Argentina, and it's no fucking secret. Like here's the thing: there's a lot of this shit that's that's almost common knowledge, but
Yeah, exactly.
no one's gonna do anything about it, bro.
But this
Nothing.
this puts names onto it, and now it's a little too late, because there's no, like, there's never going to be an apology, or they're never going to say, hey, you know what, we did this, because it's not, that's not the way that it works. And if you want to go ahead and confront them and say, hey, this is what happened, they won't deny it, but they won't say anything. They'll just like let you go, unless you really go and say names and talk about people and specifics. They'll get you, man, because that's what it is. They've made movies about this. They've made plenty of movies. You can see Kill a Mockingbird. That's exactly what it is. That's a journalist that went exactly to put this in front of the world, and tried to say, hey, these guys are guilty. He died. They made a movie about it just to show that they killed him, because that's what they do. That movie is very interesting, but in the end they killed him. That movie, the last thing that he wanted recently that just came out on Netflix. Same thing. It's a journalist. She went to Central America. She was in El Salvador. She tried to expose how they were selling weapons and arms to South America. It was funded by cocaine and stuff like that. And you know what? At the end, she dies. That's what they do. That's what happens. People get killed. So it's not a movie to say this is what happened. It's a movie. It's a warning to say this is what will happen if you go into that.
If you talk about it, like what Austin was saying, if you talk about it, you get put as a weirdo, or you get like weird looks, and you get you're not the norm. And if you do something about it, even worse.
Yeah,
even
right.
worse. Even worse.
That's fine.
So
that's right. And
what's the next step?
The solution is not do anything about it. Just learn, read, get knowledge. Know better, and you'll see where that brings you.
I think what we can do is try to change. If we make these topics not as taboo as they are, then I think we can culturally change the narrative, just like the narrative has been changed on their side this whole fucking time. And I think that's the only power we have, because we can't fight them physically. We have to fight them mentally, and we have to fight them using their game. So I just feel like if we shifted the way we look at things a little bit and changed our narratives, you might see shit happen. You know what I mean? You might see people held accountable. Listen, I think the shit's gonna crash and burn. To be honest with you, you can't have a guy like Trump in office for 8 years and not have something good come from it, dude. Like, not the backlash of that be something good. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have this guy who can't even complete a fucking sentence, be the arbiter of our fucking country and not have some type of backlash to that. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, just as I feel Trump is really the backlash to like politically correct wokeness that fucking took, the internet by storm this last decade or 5 years probably. That shit took us by storm. You had all this nonsense, all this trans talk, and then what happens is you get Trump, because that's the only thing that people can fucking relate. They know everything they're being told is a lie. So so why not go with the guy who's like calling them out? Even though he's calling them out in his own fucking lie. You know what I mean? Oh, look at this cutie. Fuck Trump. Look at this cutie.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. All you need is a cat. They figured it out, bro. All you need is cat to keep you under control.
All you need is a cat. You're right.
Couple cats. He got the Vaseline out. He went to get the Kleenex.
Nah, it's not happening. Love that cat. Yeah. Oh, you got a cat. Come and see. Talk. Gotta say something, because you're. Oh.
What do you mean? I can't tell the cat to talk, man.
No. Because if you don't talk, I didn't see the screen, but now shit, you have a nice cat. White paws. Wow.
Yeah,
yellow eyes.
Show him the leash you use when you go outside with him.
I never use a leash, bro. Listen,
how old is he?
Huh?
How old is he or she?
I have no idea, bro. I fucking picked this cat up off of a fucking treehouse, dude.
Wow.
He'll let me. He loves me, bro. He'll let me do anything to him. He won't fucking do anything.
Tell him the story where the little girl was clinging to her cat, and then you just ripped it out of her hands.
Oh yeah, dude, look at this cat. Big too. He's a big fucker.
Nice.
Right. So that's cool. Yes.
But I don't want this podcast to be like all conspiracy theories, man.
Man. This is actually not conspiracy. That's the worst part. It's not conspiracy. This is actually true facts. It's like old news. Nobody really cares about that anymore.
I know, but it's also like doom and gloom. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's heavy. Yeah, I agree.
It is. That's
what
I say.
To bring things back full circle, though, it is relative because of the way things are now. I think it's a good time that are going to break people out of their daily routine, break them out of their the zombification that everybody goes through in their daily life. And I think that if it disrupts enough people and enough people have enough time, there might be something that might, happen from this that socially.
You know that documents that start with like, we hold these truths to be self-evident. We should do like, version 2020 of what we're going through. Like we know now that most of our lives are bullshit, that most of the jobs can be done from home or are not necessary, or we know what jobs are the actual important ones, like grocery store fucking work clerks. If that motherfucker doesn't come in, I don't get my food, and there's corona right now. Like,
Yep.
he's the hero. I think
like
a lot
I
of it
told
we
you,
need
Fabio,
to.
everybody who's sitting home right now, your job could go. It means nothing.
Yeah, it means
Nothing.
nothing. Yeah, I know what you mean. It means nothing.
Anybody but someone else that's making money off you. You know what I mean? So like I feel like this would be a great time to get rid of all those fluffy businesses. That's kind of my hopes. I don't know if that's going to happen. Probably not. But
it's the way of life of a lot of people that you're endangering. So it's going to be a lot of resistance on that end.
Oh, for sure. But they don't have a fucking word in it. You don't have a word whether your company goes down or not. Doesn't mean anything.
Bailouts.
Yeah, they bail out the corporations, dude. They bail out the guys that are paying you, the guys that are responsible for this shit.
Yeah, I know, it's fucked up.
They already got the money. You know how fucking ridiculous it is? They already got their money, bro. And we don't have shit. The people who got to keep these businesses going by buying their products and services, we don't have shit. And they get their fucking money first. Real cool.
I kind of agree with you, but I think if you don't play a part, you're not gonna be, nothing's gonna happen. We can sit here and talk about it, but I think that those ideas
what do
that
you mean play a part? What do you mean play a part? What kind of expectations do you have for me to play a part?
Be an actor.
I am, bro. What do you mean? I don't work for these people. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
But
what do you want me to
write
do?
shit down. I think we should write shit down first.
You want me to go fucking throw a brick through a Starbucks window or something?
You have to write it.
Hey, bro, I wanted to write fucking shit too, man. I got pen and pad ready to go, baby.
This is the most dangerous weapon in the world.
Hey, should we write down
pen and paper?
Should we write down possible topics for the next podcast?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go with happy thoughts though this time. Let's pick some happy topics.
I want to check in on you. What are we gonna do this weekly or what?
Every Friday.
Every Friday,
if that's okay, because
8 p.m.
Friday's a hot day. Friday's a hot day. I know, right? But I think we should stick to the schedule, and we have 45 minutes in it. And I like the idea of having the separation between, like, maybe the first hour will, whatever way, and then the next hour is more like happy, or vice versa, whatever. Maybe we should end on the happy note.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. Yeah, we can start with gloomy, dark shit, and then end with cat videos on YouTube.
Or not, because if we look at other formats, that like if we look at Joe, he has a topic that's linked to a guest. You know what I mean? Like, so there's the expert. Joe just keeps.
You talking about Joe Rogan? You talking about Joe Rogan?
The only Joe I know.
Joe Rogan doesn't have topics. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Joe O'Reilly. That's what we're talking about.
He's got guests, and he's got topics that are linked to that guest somewhat. He's not gonna start talking about fucking soccer.
He kind of just shoots the shit, to be honest with you, bro. And he brings up the same exact shit all the fucking time. It pisses me off, dude.
Well, what?
Aliens.
He's got different guests.
They'll be like, "What do you think about saunas, bro?" Like. Do you like CBD?
You like CBD? He even had a chat with Edward Snowden and asked him, "Hey, did you see any aliens in Area 51?"
Dude,
I think he said no.
Dude, I love like his format and platform is indescribable, because I love what the people he's brought to my life that I would otherwise not have never heard of. But to be completely honest with you, I think he's probably more destructive than he does good, man, to be honest with you, man. I am not a huge fan of Joe Rogan. Not a huge fan.
I like it. I like the guests. like you said, it's all about bringing those awareness of those people that we might not know.
Right. Well, I wouldn't have heard of some of these people that I love, but at the same time, I don't know if it's worth it, man, because I'm forced to watch him over and over say the same shit and stumble over the same things over and fucking and over, dude. I hate it.
Maybe you watch too much of him. I try to do like once a month I'll watch a full one. I'm not gonna be on every episode. But Duncan Trussell, I do like that one.
Well,
I like Joey Diaz.
I started. He has his own podcast that's even better, in my opinion, dude.
I like Joey Diaz. I like Duncan, and I like that other comedian you told me about. Who's pretty funny too.
Who?
I forget his name, but he's. I think it was probably
the fat one.
No.
So let's talk about psychology a bit.
Dude, I love psychology. Psychology is probably one of my favorite topics.
Yeah. So let's try not to talk about any conspiracy stuff or anything. But so here it goes. Okay. So I told you about that test that people were taking in order to know what type of personality they are. So it's called the Myers-Briggs Myers-Briggs test. Yes. And when I was working at beep, I was promoted manager at some point, and they were thinking, hey, you're not going to be a good manager, and you're not going to do this or you're not going to do that. So they actually hired a life coach for me somehow, and I would meet with that person every week, and we would have a 1 hour chats. It's a bit like a psychiatrist or something, and she made me pass this huge test for hours and hours and hours and hours. And
how many questions? How many questions?
It has, I don't know, man. I don't know. It has a lot of questions, maybe 100 questions. Briggs test questions, 200 questions. Yeah, it's 200 questions, and they come out with a personality test. So this was built by some guy named Carl Jung. I don't know if you know Carl Jung. He's one of the
my homie.
I have 5 of his books, and I've read 3 of them.
So it's this one. Is described. This test is described in the 1921 book called Psychologische Typen, which translates from German to English in types of psychology. Jung, had a groups of psychologists which we work with. One of them was a guy named Sigmund Freud.
Do you know that Carl Jung was a contemporary of Sigmund Freud? He was trained by him.
Yeah. No, of course. And if you don't believe me, here's a picture of all 3 of them, just so that you guys can.
I just told you. I believe you, and I'm well aware of this actually.
So this is a picture of all of them.
They had a big falling out because Carl Jung was going more mystic. He was a mystic, just like your boy. Just like your boy, and Sigmund Freud was fucking his mom, and that's all he wanted to talk about was, if you have sexual urges, you want to fuck your mom. That's the gist of Sigmund Freud right there. Fuck that motherfucker.
Yeah, that's this guy here in the middle. That's fun. So yes, that's him. So yeah, basically what they do is they come up with a
Didn't
test
you want
to
kill your dad too? Didn't you want to kill your dad first and then fuck your mom?
Something like that. But that's
like you learn your sexual urges from childhood. All this nonsense, dude. I didn't even know how my dick worked until someone showed me on a porno, dude. I mean, it's just not. It's complete nonsense, dude. Complete nonsense.
So yeah, that's the thing. Here's a bit of the first versions of the tests used during World War II. They would classify where you would be. It would be some sort of this is where you would be if you are this type of extrovert or introvert, or are you more of a sensing type of person, or intuitive? Or are you more of a thinker, or more into your feelings? Or do you judge, or are you more perceptive? Which allows you to see without any judgment. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that this is now part of everyday's lives for everybody. Everybody goes through this. at every moment. They all just like you see all these different types. You see where they lie. They go either left or right. So that's where you are. And you can be a type of profile, and you can go from one here: firmness, imagination, group sociability,
I
shyness,
just feel like I
resistance.
would lie. I would just lie too much on these questions. It would fuck up the whole result.
It wouldn't allow you to lie.
Why?
Even if you would try to lie, you
Well,
couldn't lie.
here's the thing. I don't know about this test that you're talking about, but can I give you a quick caveat?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was just working on this union job where it's like construction, and this is like a all union, like professional tradesmen. I've never been in anything like this, bro. And they were telling me that they all work at nuclear power plants. They do like fresh installations and shit. And in order to be allowed on those plants, you have to pass one of these tests. And it's a personality. And they ask weird questions, Fabio, that you wouldn't think would be in a personality test, bro. And it's to
You
catch
wouldn't
you
be
off
able to
guard.
lie.
And it's to catch you off guard. And they ask you the same question in different ways later on, dude. And these
Yeah, yeah.
rednecks were so freaked out, dude. They were like, "Yeah, man, I did." They were telling me about it. It was so funny, dude. They were like, "Yeah, man, they ask you fucked up questions, man." They're like, "Do you love your mama?" Like shit like that, like easy shit. Do you love your mom, dude? Like what the fuck is that? And then he was like, "Yeah, man, they asked me like, if you see a line on the sidewalk, do you step on it? Like you step on the cracks and sidewalks. Like really psychopath shit, dude. Like what the fuck is that?"
That's what I
And
mean. Like a lot. I don't know, man. I'd have to think about the answer, and even then, I wouldn't like. Do I step on the line on the like? I don't even know. Today, you ask me today, I might say yes. You ask me tomorrow, I'll just say no. I don't know.
But it doesn't matter. It'd still be able to define you how you are. It would still be able to know that you're bold and tactical, or that you're clever and entrepreneurial, or that you tend to assume leadership roles and solve organizational problems.
hey,
And
can we do
they,
a little project? Can we take this test and then next week share our results?
yeah, man,
I think
yeah.
you have to pay.
Yeah,
No, no, no.
no,
I'll get you a free
for free.
test.
It says you can do it for free right here.
Yeah. Can do it. Myers-Briggs tests.
mbtionline.com. Yeah, I'll take this and I'll give you some results next week if you guys want to do it.
If it's free, I'll do it. But if it ain't free, I'm not paying.
Yeah, let's start with that. But then, I think that's good. But so yeah, read about that. I mean, it's fun because that's what companies use to and that's where I was trying to get, to say that in the end, she wasn't there to teach me how to be better. She wasn't there to tell me, hey, you're good or this or that. She was only there
Who
to
are you talking
vet.
about? Your mom? Who are you talking about?
No, the when they hired a life coach at the company that I
Oh,
worked at, and that's why she was there. She wasn't there to say, you can be good and here's how to be good. She was there only to vet me and say, okay, yes, he has that type of personality that can be a leader. So they wanted to invest in me, but they just wanted to be sure that they were investing in the right place because they weren't sure.
wow.
So
That's
because yeah,
fascinating. That's fascinating, man, because as much as I attack corporate interests and corporate mindsets, I have a feeling that a part of me that's really upset at them is that they missed the point on a lot of things. And it's not the actual like they're evil or whatever, like I don't think that. But the problem is that I'm flabbergasted on how much money they're willing to invest on something like that, but not but tons of people that would score well on that test or have the parameters that they're looking for in that test are
right.
just slide right under the radar. They never find them. There's something weird where they go against their own interest and they don't even know it. And that's what I'm trying to get to the point where we can because this guy that I'm talking about, that's talking about all these gated institutional narratives and all these phrases that I'm coining. This guy thinks that people like me and probably people like you guys as well, obviously we have common interests, need to infiltrate these institutions instead of fighting them. We need to infiltrate them and change them and help them change and to make better decisions. And finding people's potential. Like how many people have you worked with that are geniuses that are going to always stay bottom level of your company? Like how many, that happens too much, dude. That happens way too much. And it's a shame. It's a shame, bro. It really is.
Remember that
And you know
book
what?
you had on your desk, Obfuscate, and whatever it was.
Oh
What was
yeah,
it? Obfuscate.
obfuscate. That was it. That was it's called. Yeah, that's what. It was. Yeah.
We should do that, but with real profiles and
So who has that book now? I don't have it. I don't know where it's at.
fuck.
I
Maybe
don't know where it's
Gally
at.
has it. I don't know.
Maybe he does. Let's talk to him. But that book was fuck. I got it at the MIT. It was about how to mess with government because government is tracking your life, or not government or whatever. Everything is logged. Let's start at that level. Everything is logged on the routers, on the servers of your favorite websites, and even of the you know major servers that just route traffic. So they log everything, where you're going, what you're looking at, and they analyze it, and they do this and they do that, and they create profiles out of you. That's what that book said. And what that book was saying is that you have to use that against them. You have to create fake profiles. You have to build programs that will go to this type of site 1,000 times a day just to fuck their algorithms up so that they believe that you're this type of person instead of this type of person. So you fuck up basically their research, and you just come out as an error. Something's wrong with your connection, or something's wrong with this or that. But in the
Yeah.
but that's what's bad about that, is that it brings attention to you. So I don't know why MIT was doing that, but I mean that's their way to protect themselves, was to create a lot of noise around your personality, around your persona, so that your persona is diluted within all that noise, and they can't really ever find out who you really are, or what you're really for, or what you really like, or what you really don't like. They talk about ads, they talk about law
And
enforcement,
then
they
you
talk
have
about
people,
pretty much everything.
and
So
then you have
that's
people like,
crazy.
let's say, then you have people like Gab, right? That would just tell you, I don't care. Let them track
Yeah.
everything I do. I don't care. And so
Yeah.
what's
I
wrong with
mean,
that?
a lot. There's a lot wrong with that, bro. I'm sorry. There just is. I mean, that's just that's giving up, bro. I mean, Fabio, at a base level, you understand what's wrong with that. You just don't want to intellectualize it. I don't know, but that's basically giving up. Like, hey, that's it. Like, take all my shit from me. I don't have a problem with it. Oh, what are you, some type of criminal? Why can't
Yeah, exactly.
It's bullshit, bro. That's not how this country was founded, man. That's not what we're supposed to do, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. But anyways, I think it's
I have to
normal.
go.
To me, I think
I'll be
that's
right
normal,
back.
and
I'm gonna go for a bathroom break.
nobody should complain about the fact that we live, that technology is monitoring every single thing that we do. It's part of the system, and you can't do anything to prevent it. So live with it, deal with it, learn to accept yourself as you are, and move on, because it's not going to change. It's just going to get worse. They're gonna keep analyzing everything that we do. They're gonna keep logging that shit, and
Yeah,
they're
but
that.
the thing is, Lewis, the reason why I don't necessarily let my guard down, but the thing is that what I feel is happening is that it's less government and more corporation that's involved with this. This is more of a advertisement thing than it is finding out who you are, to find out if you're a danger. I don't think they really give a fuck, to be honest with you, because they know they got it on lock, bro. They got the police fucking agencies have tanks now, dude. I mean,
And
there's
the
nothing
reason,
I can do. I'm not going to do anything. They're not worried about me, bro. In fact,
well,
I'd argue
exactly.
to think that if I was a disruptor, they would encourage me. There's evidence supporting that the government encourages the disruptors, that they empower them to create these fucking mass shootings and shit. Like the Zarkayev brothers that did the Boston bombings, they were in contact with the FBI years before that, multiple times. They had it on. It's very strange. Like, I don't think that they're worried about threats against the government. I think what our rights online and our phones and all this stuff that's being picked up how they listen to you when you're just in your room, whatever. You can be talking about a John Deere tractor and never type it in your phone or your computer ever, and you'll get fucking ads about John Deere tractors. You know, I think this is less malicious by government and more malicious by corporations that are trying to figure out how to advertise for you. And
But
that's kind of fucking weird.
is it really malicious? You know, that's what you need to ask yourself. We live in a capitalist world, so it's
No, I
normal
think
that, you know,
listening to my phone for key phrases, I think that's malicious. Yes, I do. I'm sorry.
well, no, it ain't. It ain't malicious because your data goes through a pipe, which is, you know, data pipe, and your data is logged. So whether
Why
you
is
want
that
it or
part
not,
of data? Why is that part of data? If I say John Deere tractor to my
yeah,
friend, not on
it
my phone,
equals
my phone's in my
one
pocket.
zeros. It equals
My
one
phone's
zeros and
no,
ones
my
and zeros
phone's
and
in my
ones.
pocket. No, but it's a lie though. That's the problem. Like it'd be what you're saying is true if they told you that they were doing that. But that's the problem is it's based on a lie. It's based on the fact that I don't think anybody's listening to me when my phone's in my pocket, and they are. That's what's weird about it, Lewis. That's my problem. If they told people that, yeah, we listen to you when your phone's off and in your pocket, then I would be okay. I would agree with you, Lewis. But the fact that everybody thinks that they're fucking not being listened to is, that's a lie, dude. You can't do that, dude. You can't predicate your business upon lying to million. Everybody has a cell phone, dude. What the fuck?
They did say it. They got a guy named Edward Snowden who came out and he said everything. You know, they that's everything's public now. It's not even a lie. You know, it's and any database administrator will tell you. You know, you keep logs of everything. You know, any network administrator will tell you we have logs. Any you know that's how IT works. You know, we just keep logs because if there's
Right.
an issue, we need to track it at some point and know what happened exactly. So they'll, you know, it's just, you know, those people in advertisement or whatever, they have time, they have the resources to invest into that research, but in the end, the data they're using comes from the government, and the government, you know, says, okay, you can use that data, but give me those algorithms. I'll reuse them at some point. I'll need those algorithms, and I'll do
So
something with that at some
you're
point.
more worried about that than the
No,
company.
no, it doesn't worry me at all. You know, it doesn't worry me. Nothing of this about this worries me. You know, that's the thing.
Right, because you don't have a stockpile of AR-15s in your house, right?
Because I have nothing to hide, and
Right,
you know,
exactly.
and I make sure that I do everything to not to have anything to hide. You know, even
Right.
if we all do have something to hide, everybody has something to hide in the end. You know,
Not me.
everybody.
Not really. I mean, the only thing I'm really hiding is like I like taboo porn. Like that's about it.
Like
Well,
the trans stuff.
No, like
like the
taboo, like stepdad, stepmom shit.
Oh, that's weird.
like family matters, or what's it called? The
Exactly, dude. That's my dude. Those are shit. Yeah. Family
I like it
strokes,
when it's not my
family
family.
strokes, family pies. Hey, bro, but you want to talk about psychology, dude? What does that say about me, bro? Dude, that's like the weirdest shit in the world, dude. How that shit's popular.
what shit?
Taboo porn, dude. That's like weird as fuck.
But is it really weird? You know, that's what you need to ask yourself. Is that really weird? I don't think
Yeah,
it's
Thing
weird.
is
yeah,
that
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you
No,
know,
it is really weird. Yeah, yeah.
no. The thing is that you know it's fake.
well,
Yes,
yeah,
yes, but why?
yes.
But yeah, yes, dude. That makes it okay. That's like a scapegoat. That's like the little guy in the corner saying, "Yeah, it's okay because it's fake." But why? But there's still a reason why I'm attracted to it. Why I want to go to it. You know what I mean, dude?
Holy shit! It's fucking cold outside.
What you're talking about, Fabio, is something I love, dude. It's a very, very strange phenomenon called kayfabe by professionals.
Called what?
Kayfabe, Kfabe. Now, what that is the system in which professional uses. And professional wrestling has mastered this art of fakery, right? Everybody knows it's fake, but they still have people to watch it, right?
Yeah.
And that whole process is called kayfabe. It's actually a psychological phenomenon, man. And that there's people at MIT right now trying to fucking trying to get this shit down. They're trying to understand it.
Can you explain it?
I can't fucking explain it, but it's basically what you just said, where you're like, oh, you know it's fake. Yeah, I know it's fake, but that doesn't mean anything. I still want to see it. Like that, you know, that's fucking weird.
Can I get more weird? So do you like to imagine that it's real in your mind?
No, that really has nothing to do with it. But I don't know what other people explain. I don't know how other people feel about it. You know, it's obviously wildly popular right now.
Oh fuck me! Oh yes, I'm in the car now. I'm gonna smoke, but I thought I forgot my fucking matches. What happened to Lewis?
I don't know.
Did he just leave?
Yeah, he didn't say anything. So yeah, man.
I'll tell you what. This pink kush, man. Pink kush.
Dude, this kayfabe is actually really fascinating to me.
The what?
Kayfabe. In professional wrestling, kayfabe is the portrayal of staged events within the industry as real or true, specifically the portrayal of competition, rivalries, and relationships between participants, and being genuine and not of staged or predetermined nature of any kind.
Isn't that so weird, dude?
What?
That it's fucking fake, but people, I think they go for the entertainment.
Well, that's what no offense, but that's what people who don't really dive into this shit really think. That's your knee jerk reaction, right? That's from how I've looked at wrestling my whole life until this psychologist talked about it, right? And he blew my mind because what he's talking about, he brought up an instance where there was a wrestler's wife.
Okay.
There was a wrestler rivalry, right? I forget the guys, but there was two guys rivaling, right? And in the stage dilemma, they had one wrestler's wife cheat on him on the other guy. And guess what happened? It happened in real life.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Now here's another thing that's weird. Now, this guy that was talking about this, he was a psychologist, and he was talking about how what they found out at MIT was that the human mind can only handle about 4 misconceptions at once. After that, you can't really handle any more. Like your mind kind of goes, your mind kind of goes into that uncanny valley kind of thing I was talking about.
Well, hold on. What? You can only handle 4 what?
4 lies at one time.
Okay.
So after that, you kind of get it's kind of too hard. Me, I tested this theory and I hit about 3 and I start fucking up.
Explain the uncanny valley again.
Well, this uncanny valley is different, but to me, it reminds me of uncanny valley. It's like you know something's wrong, but you can't call it. You know what I mean? It's too real that it fucking disturbs you in a weird way that you can't really talk about. That's what uncanny valley is.
Can we prove that? Can we do some live experience to test that?
I want
to. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a great question, dude. Let me look this up, dude.
Yeah, I would love to try it out, to try to make that happen.
Right, you're talking about the levels of misdeception.
Yes.
So apparently this is by scenario. So you will only lose track. Like it's got to be one scenario, and it's got to be 4 levels of lies. After that, apparently the human mind can't comprehend it. Which, if you think about it, makes kind of sense because, like,
give me an example, though. Give me an example because I'm not quite getting it.
It's. I'm trying to find one right now. Hold on. It's hard, dude, because there's not many situations where this exists. The only situation where I can think this exists is professional wrestling, or I don't know, man, some weird
like reality TV shows,
a soap opera or something. Yeah, like how many. Like who's cheating on who, like some type of scenario like that. It would have to be like that.
So What does that mean when a person can go above those levels of lies? What does that mean?
I don't. Maybe you can handle a fifth level of lie. I don't know.
It's
Man.
like a clever misdirection.
Right. But it's hard. I don't even know what that phenomenon's called, though. I think it would be.
So how do they use it to their advantage? That like how do they use that to their advantage to show you many lies?
What ref?
No, just like the people making the show, I guess.
They're creating their narrative. That's why, you know, that's how they create false sympathy or you know, false hate or any false reaction you want to trigger with the viewer. It's
Okay.
that simple.
Oh shit, dude! I found it. Are you guys smoking right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost there.
That's why I got quiet on my end. It's actually pretty cold. It says it's 44 Fahrenheit right now.
Well, this guy is trying to connect kayfabe, the wrestling phenomenon, with how our institutions lie to us, basically.
Shit, that's deep.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's almost too much, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what my girl was saying. She's like, yeah, it's cool, but it's very, you know, dark. Your subjects are dark.
Yeah.
We should take these dark subjects and make them positive.
All right, so we got. So maybe next time, well, I'll throw in. So I'm trying to write topics down. I think next time it would be good to talk about video games more. I think that's light.
Yeah. Video games are light. That's true.
Oh, dude, let me start it right now. I just heard about this new game that you guys probably already know about, of course.
How about this? Every Friday after the podcast is gaming time.
Are you guys gonna get that Valorant game?
Anybody welcome. The what?
That what?
You guys haven't heard of Valorant? It's coming out soon.
Valorant?
I haven't heard of it, to be honest.
Oh man, this is right up your alley, bro. Get this. It's a mix between Counter-Strike and fucking Overwatch, dude.
What?
Like multiplayer, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's multiplayer.
Yeah, like straight up mix
we can
between
look
the
it
two. Huh?
I'll look it up
out?
as soon as I get in.
I think it's coming out this month. The beta comes out on the 7th.
Nice.
Dude, it's
a weird time because I almost feel like people are looking forward to things they were waiting for now that they're in quarantine. And a lot of companies are releasing early or doing other shit to please people. That's the positive side of, you see the humanity a little bit.
Yeah. I wish that, well, I don't wish, but I think if the times were trying more, you'd see humanity more. Like, hey, remember when remember those hurricanes we went through in 2004, man? People, humanity was.
I laughed. There's a joke with that because that's the only time I saw my neighbors.
Yeah, right. I was impressed on how little it took for all of us to get together. You know what I mean? It wasn't hard at all.
Yeah, because people hang in their front of their house. They hang there.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, this game Valorant, dude, it actually sounds pretty cool. It's made by Riot Games.
Riot Games.
That's not the game that Alexi was looking for. It was like he was waiting for. It was like it's like a FPS.
Valorant.
Valorant, like hey, it's like stolen valor, like that word, Valorant.
ANT.
Victor Alpha Laura
Lima.
Hotel.
Yeah, continue.
Oh, you know it from there. ORANT.
Yeah.
Okay, Valorant. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks really good, man. It's a mix of Dude, they literally ripped off Overwatch and Counter-Strike.
Okay. So you saw it on Steam? I'll go check it as soon as I go in.
But you have a ton of characters. It's match-based. There's like some specials and shit like that. It looks pretty interesting. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it, dude.
No, I haven't. Valorant. All right, I'll check it. How's your? Well, we'll talk about that. But
are you streaming this somewhere?
It's not streaming. It's recording.
It's recording. Okay, that's good.
It's not streaming.
Oh, it's gonna be free.
What?
I could stream it to Twitch if you guys want. That would be easier for me, I guess. It's gonna be free?
Yeah, it's gonna be free.
Man, you just need to get to your fucking Wi-Fi.
When does it come out?
It doesn't say. Not the wiki doesn't say.
Nice. I wanted to play Cyberpunk when it comes out, maybe, hopefully.
It's 5v5. It's a 5v5 thing.
5v5. Okay, nice.
Yeah, that's Overwatch.
Well, what do you guys want to play now? Are you guys down to play games?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like what games you want to play?
I don't have
something different. Something different. Remember we used to play
You still don't have Warzone?
Yeah, he didn't get Warzone yet. Remember that game we used to play? We used to build a fire and the winter would come.
Hey, I might be able to get that. I might be able to get that soon, though.
All right, cool.
I think because what we talked about, I figured out a way to get it.
Oh, okay, nice. I was gonna say, what was that fucking game where we used to build shit? Anyway, it was fun. Don't Starve, yeah, Don't Starve, but I guess it's old now. But where you at?
I'm on the street.
Is it cold?
No.
Is it a what?
44 Fahrenheit. I just checked. The car says 44.
Yeah, we got to figure out something because this shit's killing my battery.
Not bad. Plus your computer's plugged in.
I'm using my phone.
Yeah,
so
but
your phone's not charging?
Connected.
It's on a wireless charger, but it's not doing it. Oh, you know what, guys? I think we can actually do this. You guys are both walking in. Hold on.
All right, that's better.
Dude, I think we could actually do this.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, I know. I think, you know, not to gas you up or anything. I think you both are really right people. Like, it's going to be easy to just flow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna flow like diarrhea when I'm on the ball.
So, like, even if we're like, you know, like we'll always be able to find something to talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're fucking homos.
we would be drinking wine if that was the case.
Now we got to figure out a way to sell it, a way to make it popular.
That's who everybody is.
Well, let's keep doing it until we perfect the recipe.
No, let's evolve.
Let's evolve.
I'm so high, bro. All right.
Hey,
That's it.
you're gonna upload this tomorrow on YouTube, right?
Now I'm gonna use Twitch.
So what's it called?
I don't know, man. Sorry.
Cyrus? Is that what you're calling it?
No, I got lost in my thoughts, so I'm not sure. Well, you can. It's fucking cold now.
Shit, I haven't even thought of a name, dude.
What'd you say?
I haven't even thought of a name at all.
Yeah, me neither. Why even?
Woo!
Holy shit, it's fucking cold. Oh shit. What was the trick he did with his paw?
I can't show it because he won't do it right now.
I forgot what it was.
He'll like grab your finger. Like if you put your finger, like you're about to pet him, he'll like grab it. He'll kind of like grab it with his paw and like kind of clinch it and pull it you in. Telling you, bro, this is the most sensual cat I've ever had, dude.
Let's call it a podcast, and then I'll meet you at the house. I mean, when I'm there.
So are you trying to get out? This is over. We're ending it.
Yeah, it's 10 basically.
So we did 2 hours like nothing.
2 hours.
You know that
Little less.
That's good for podcast shit though.
The prequel. That's what this
Most
one is
podcasts
called.
are like an hour, dude.
I'm calling it the prequel.
Call it the prequel. Upload it to YouTube.
Why YouTube though? It's just a website. I can give him www.go-to-fuckmyvideo.com and it's there. It's just people can't type it, you know? They're like, no, I want to go to YouTube.
So you're gonna argue against the majority of the people. Okay, I see how that goes.
What I mean is,
I know what you mean, bro. I'm not fucking an advocate for YouTube.
all servers are created equal.
That's the place where people go to watch shit. All right?
Wrong.
Yep.
Hey,
that's where people go to upload shit.
There you go. Hey, put it on Twitch. I don't give a fuck. Put it on Twitch.
So you guys are up for some gaming or?
Yep.
Or not? Yep. Play a couple of games. What time is it? It's 10. Fuck, that's late.
It's 10 to 2, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Belen.
I'll be back.
So, how long? All right, I'm gonna take that as gold.
What are we gonna play?
Cool. I'll meet you in like 2 minutes when I'm inside.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.
Yes.